Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. So happy to be with you guys and see who, wow, he's already moving and flowing. Seeing what Yahweh wants to do today in us and through us this week. Wow, who, who, I am so excited. Come on. I have given him full permission to show up how he wants to in me and through me and how he wants to move and flow. So I'm excited to see what he is going to do. So let's just begin by shifting. Let's just begin to shift. So in your own way right now, just begin to acknowledge him for who he is. Just begin to give thanks. Just begin to give praise. In your own way. Just begin to celebrate him and adore him. Wow. Wow. I just love your presence. I love how you show up. I love how you show up. I love that you are omnipresent, God. That you are always present. That you are always around. Not just when I need you, but just when I want to enjoy you, just when I want to be with you. I love that about you. I love that you are omnipresent, Yahweh. I love feeling your presence. I love when your presence rests upon me. I love what you have been teaching us, that you've been teaching us about your kingdom governance and how to govern with you, not only as a son, but as a king. I thank you for teaching us how to be a king like you, Yahweh. How to think like a king, how to speak like a king. How to act and respond as a king. I just thank you for this invitation. I thank you for making yourself known as a king. And I thank you for teaching us about your kingdom, about how it functions, about the values that you hold in your heart and how important they are to you and now to us. About the influence and the impact that your kingdom brings to our lives, through our lives. Wow, you are an amazing king. You are an amazing king. And how you empower us to be the kings that you've created us to be. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for being an amazing king who watches over us, who cares for us so lovingly and so kindly and so tenderly. Thank you for being a king who provides for us, who empowers us, who matures us. Wow. Who gives us responsibilities and stewardship, who positions us gives us a voice and a place, not only, wow, in your kingdom, but in your family. In your family. Wow. We are family. I love that. Ooh. And now just begin to say this with me. So I bring my thoughts, my emotions, my reactions, and my responses. Ooh. Whoa. My situations, my perspectives. I bring you into alignment. Ooh. With the King of all kings. With the one who governs over my life. Ooh, with the one who governs within me. Whoa. I bring you into alignment with Yahweh. Ooh. He is your King. He is your King. Ooh. He is the one who sits upon the throne. Wow, of my heart, of my mind, of my soul, of my body, and of who I am. Wow, as a spirit being. And as you, Yahweh, rest and settle upon the throne of my life. Ooh. So I rest and I settle in to you. Ooh. As you are seated in me. Whoa. I am seated in you. Wow. We are one. And today I choose to live, to move, and to have my being. Whoa. From this seated, rested, settled place that I am in you. You are in me. We are one. I move, I live from this oneness. I am anchored and I have my being. Ooh. Ooh. I draw my identity from who you are as King. As you are King, I am a King. We are a King. It is who we are as one nature, one name. Wow. Whoa. And it is from this place that I engage you today. just sit in that for a moment before we begin. Ooh, ooh, because the King is here today. Ooh, the King of Kings is here today. Wow. Everywhere you go, the King is arriving. Ooh, because you are a king within the King of Kings. Whoa. Wow. Let that rest for a moment. That the King is arriving everywhere you go. And everything you do. Because the King, wow. Because who you are as the King, within the King, who is being manifested today in and through your life. Whoa. Wow. Ooh, so good. So we've been sitting in Matthew and we've been looking at the different parables about the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven through these parables. And today we are on the last parable. And last week we looked at the parable of the kingdom of heaven being like a jewel merchant searching for pearls, searching for things of great value. And then once it finds it, it sells everything just to have that. And just what a beautiful picture of how God sees us as that beautiful, valuable pearl. And how Jesus gave his life, gave everything for us. And that picture of Jesus in that story, and his love and his value for us. And so last week we talked about and we engaged him and asked him, what does he value about us? And for me, again, he had shared with me about what is so valuable to him is our history and the moments throughout our history where I have chosen him, where I've drawn close to him in some of the toughest, hardest moments in my life, that I didn't run away, that I didn't get angry with him, but I drew closer to him. I sought his heart, his thoughts, his perspectives, his counsel, his wisdom, his understanding for what it was that was going on. Ooh, and I can feel that again in him just saying, those moments to me are valuable. They're precious. Those are the moments, ooh, that matured you, that helped you grow, that refined you, that shaped you. Ooh. And it's just like it talks about in James, how the trials produce patience, the patience produces character. And so that's what he had shared with me in our time, wow, last week. So I'm excited to see where he wants to take us today. And so today we're in Matthew 13, verses 47 through 52. And so in the Passion, it says, again, heaven's kingdom realm is like a fisherman who cast his large net into the lake, catching an assortment of different kind of fish. When the net was filled, the fishermen hauled it up on the shore, and they all sat down to sort out their catch. They collected the good fish in baskets and threw the bad away. That's what it will be like at the end of the age. The messengers will come and separate the evil from among the godly and throw them into the fiery furnace, where they will experience great sorrow, pain, and anguish. Jesus asks, do you understand all of this? Yes, they replied, as he was talking to his disciples. He responded, every scholar of the scriptures who is instructed in the ways of heaven's kingdom realm is like a wealthy homeowner with his house filled with treasures, both new and old. So I love the analogy that it gives in this one, in the Passion, of the fisherman casting out his net into the lake. And I love how, to me, that's an invitation. The Lord is putting it out there. Heaven is putting it out there that we're inviting you to come in. We're drawing you in, right? Because I love how, like, when the fish get drawn into the net, right? Like, they have to be pulled in. Like I said, the fishermen pulled them into the shore. And so to me, that's a drawing and a pulling and an invitation from the Lord to us. Whoo. And then I love how there's then that separation that takes place. The separating the good and the bad. And it's interesting to me because as that separation is going on, it's like, to me, it speaks about the separation going on within us, how he is separating us from that old life, separating us from the things that are not of him. And I love how it says it goes into the fiery furnace. Because one thing that the Lord has taught me about who he is as the God of fire is that fire transforms. It's a transformer. Because whatever you put into the fire, the actual molecular chemical structure of it actually begins to change. Ooh. And just like if you were to put a sword in it, like it would be refined and reshaped and right. And so he was showing me like that fire is not like it can destroy and it can consume, but it's to transform. It's to remove what shouldn't be there. Just like you have to purify gold in the fire. it removes the impurities. And so I'm kind of getting that sense as we're reading that, and it's talking about the separating out of the things that are good and the things that are not. And those things that are not good, him transforming them. Wow. Whew. And then I love here at the end how Jesus says to the disciples that every scholar of scripture, and I like in some other translations it says the teachers or of the religious law or the scribes, um, it says every scholar of the scripture who is instructed in the ways of the kingdom. That's important for us. Is like a wealthy homeowner with his house filled with treasures, both old and new. Whew. So it's like as we begin to learn about his kingdom, what he has in store for us, some things will be new to us, some things will be old that he is unlocking to us and helping us remember. I love that it says that we become a wealthy homeowner filled with treasures. And so I want to look at this in the same passage in the Message. And the Message says, God's kingdom is like a fish net cast out into the sea, catching all kinds of fish. When it is full, it's hauled onto the beach. The good fish are picked out and put into tubs. Those unfit to eat are thrown away. That's how it will be when the curtains come down on history. The angels will come and cull the bad fish and throw them in the garbage. There will be a lot of desperate complaining, but it won't do any good. Jesus asked, "Are you starting to get a handle on all of this?" They answered yes. He said, "Then you see how every student, well trained in God's kingdom, is like a owner of a general store who can put his hands on anything you need, old and new, exactly when you need it." I love verse 52 in this one. I love how this one says you're a general store owner and you know how to access anything you need, whether it's old or whether it's new, whenever you need it. Whoa. Wow. But you're only able to do that when you are well trained in the ways of his kingdom. Ooh. When you learn how it works, how it functions, you get a greater level of access to it. When you learn how to steward it, when you learn how to intentionally pursue it and learn from it and grow and mature in it. Wow. That's such an invitation to us. And then I love, it's so funny. I feel like the message is just so real, down to earth. Like, so I love just going back again to the net going out. I love how it says right here, let's see, that the good fish are picked out and put in tubs, but those unfit to eat are thrown away. Now, I find it interesting in this version that it talks about the fish being for food. Because as I was looking at that last night, I'm like, yeah, they did eat fish for food. And so it just got me thinking of nourishment and substance being provided Ooh, to the body, and how if we're the fish in this scenario, how we are to be a meal to others. Ooh, how we're supposed to nourish, nourish. I can't get the word out right. Nourish and and fill others with the goodness, with the substance, ooh, of what we have learned and what we have been drawn into from heaven, what we have stewarded, which goes then to that last verse and kind of connecting the two, where it's like we can provide the food, the substance that is needed to somebody else at the exact time they need it, whether it's old or it's new, because we know how to access it, because we have been well trained and now become who a meal to others, just like Jesus is the bread and the wine. Like, wow. So it's like I love in this one because I feel like a deeper unlocking of revelation in the message through this one. Whew. So I'm excited to see what he is going to unlock to us today as we engage him in this. Whew. So let's begin. Wow, so good. Ooh. So I just want to invite you right now to just begin to use your imagination. Whoa. And I just want to invite you to just begin to see Jesus walking towards you through that open door. And as he reaches you and he grabs your hands, he says to you, it's time to feast. Let's go to the banquet table. Wow. And he grabs your hand and y'all begin to walk through that door. And by faith, as you step through the door, you are now in the banquet room of heaven. And so just begin to see the beautiful long table with chairs, beautiful place settings set out. Before you. And just begin to look around the room and take it in. Be present. Become aware of what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what does the food, the aroma of the food smell like in the air as it's being brought out? Ooh, set up. So just take a moment to just be in this beautiful banquet room. For me, I'm just beginning to smell the beautiful sweetness in the air, like honey and pineapple. Wow. Whoa. And I see like this beautiful like turkey on the table. Like I feel like that's appropriate as we're going into Thanksgiving, that we're feasting right now. Wow. Thank you, Jesus. Ooh. So what are you smelling, seeing? And again, it's okay if yours looks different than mine. Ooh. Now just begin to see Jesus escorting you to where you are going to be seated. And he pulls out your chair. Ooh. And he invites you to sit down at the table. And as you do, pushes in your seat. Ooh. Ooh. And just notice that you are seated towards the front of the table. Ooh. With the Father at the head of the table. And just take that in for a moment. Notice who else you see at this table. So look around to see who else is seated at this table. I just want to encourage you to ask Yahweh this question. What meal have you prepared for me right now? And just take a moment and listen. So for me, he's like, I've prepared fish for you. And specifically salmon. And he's talking to me right now about how fish has omegas in it and how it's good for our brains because of the omegas that are in the fish. Ooh, wow. And so I just sense him saying, like, the meal that he's prepared for us, ooh, is going to shift and change our mindsets. It's going to affect our minds. Ooh. So I just sense him just moving and bringing mental breakthrough in our minds and our thoughts. Ooh. I sense him creating new neural pathways in our brains that is shifting the way that we think and how we have thought about things. Ooh. Oh, how we've thought about him, how we've thought about his kingdom, how we've thought about his ways. Ooh. How we've thought about how he moves through our situations and what he does. Wow. So just say this with me. Yes, Lord. Ooh. I give you permission. Ooh. To shift whatever perspectives need to be shifted. Ooh. To break through the mental blockages. Wow. That I've had. Ooh. Whoa. Ooh. To shift and rewire the way that I think about you, about your ways, about your kingdom, about who you are, and what you can do and what you have done. Whoa. Whew. Whew. Say this with me. I give my mind, my brain development. Wow, my brain maturity, my mind renewal. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, I give it to you right now. You have full permission. To do what you need to do and what you want to do. Wow. 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 Thank you for freedom. Thank you for mental freedom. Thank you for a new way of thinking. Ooh. Thank you for a new perspective. Just begin to thank Him right now. Thank you for a new way of learning. No more mental learning disabilities. Wow. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, thank you for new ways of learning. Ooh. Learning about who you are. Ooh. Learning about how you do things. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. For renewing my thoughts. Renewing my mind. Ooh. Thank you for causing my consciousness and my subconsciousness to expand, to become even more aware of who you are and what you are doing. Ooh, to be more aware of who we are, our oneness, our union. Oh, our partnership, our friendship. Ooh, thank you. Thank you, Yahweh. Ooh, wow. Wow. And that's the separation right there. When it was talking about the separating of the good and the old, the good and the bad. It's like that's what I feel Him doing right now. Whew. Removing those mental blockages, those learning difficulties that have separated us from Him. Removing those ways of thinking, those perceptions that we had of Him. Whoa. Wow. And filling those places in our minds with Himself. And letting our mind beginning to feast on His goodness. Where it talks about think on those things in Philippians. Think on those things that are holy, that are pure, that are excellent. That's all found in Him. And I feel like our mind can now do that. Can now think on the things that are pure, that are excellent, that are holy, that are good, that are found in Him, that are found in Him, that are found in Him. Wow. Oh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. He is doing a lot. Whoa, in our minds right now. Wow. Thank you. Just begin to thank Him in your own way right now. Thank you. Thank you for removing removing those blockages. Whew. Thank you for removing those ways of thinking, those perspectives, limited beliefs about who you are and what you can do. Thank you for expanding my consciousness, my subconsciousness, to begin to see you rightly, to begin to engage you rightly, to begin to think on those things that are holy, that are pure, that are good, that are excellent, that are found in you. Thank you for aligning my mind to you, Yahweh. For aligning my mind to your mind. Thank you for breathing fresh life, fresh life, fresh life. Thank you for the renewing of my mind. So that I do have the capacity to expand and explore and make more room for you. In my mind, in my consciousness. Say this with me right now. Yahweh, take your rightful place. Take your seat. Sit upon the throne of my mind, of my consciousness, of my thoughts, of my thinking, of my neural pathways, of the structure of my brain, how it works, how it operates and functions. Sit upon the throne of my mind, my King, and govern over it. Watch over it. Provide for it. Care for it. Delegate and give it responsibilities. Teach it. Teach my mind to think as you think. Teach my mind to move and flow and have its being with you and from you, Yahweh. Yeah, just begin to put your hands on your head right now. And just begin to keep engaging Him. You have full permission. Say that with me. You have full permission. You have full access to my mind. You are the head. You are the head, Yahweh. My mind belongs to you, Yahweh. My thoughts belong to you, Yahweh. My consciousness and my subconsciousness belong to you, Yahweh. You are King of my mind. You are King of my brain. You are the head. You are the head. Whoa. You are the head. My logic is yours. My reasoning is yours. Oh, ooh, the right side, the left side of my brain, and how they function is yours, Yahweh. Ooh, ooh, I trust you. I love you. Wow, 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 wow. Ooh, just sit for a moment. Begin to see. Ooh, begin to just see Yahweh putting his hand on your head and just receive what he's doing right now. Ooh. And now just see yourself getting up from the table and just embracing and hugging Yahweh and thanking him for what he has just done. Ooh, thank you. Thank you for renewing my mind. Thank you for mental freedom. Thank you for removing everything that was stopping me and blocking me. Ooh, that was in the way of you taking your seat, taking your throne over my mind. Thank you for a new level of awareness. Thank you for the expansion of my consciousness. Thank you for a new level of focus that is on the things that are pure and excellent and holy that come from you. Thank you for a new level of focus on you. Ooh, a new perspective. Wow. Thank you for clearing out the clutter in my mind. Thank you for clarity of mind, clarity of perspective, new thoughts, new ways of thinking. And just begin to come back, wow, to this moment. Whoa. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. There's such freedom. Ooh, such freedom. My mind, I can feel it. My mind feels so much more clear. Ooh. Ooh. I feel like my mind is so much more focused. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. If you would like, please share in the comments. Ooh. Please share your experience. Ooh. Because as you do, it is an invitation for all of us who read it to step into what Yahweh is doing in a greater way. Wow. So if you feel the need to share, I would love to hear it. And I will catch you guys next week. Bye-bye. And if you like this content, hit subscribe now and join me live on Mondays at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you want to go deeper, join me at patreon.com/